what mindset you need to start to invest. That's the discussion today. First, before you start to invest, you have to have that mindset, meaning you have to be mentally prepared to start to invest, right? Meaning you can have any distractions. So before you start to put money into the stock market or open up a brokerage account, you need to ensure that you don't need that money, right? You need to be able to put money away for emergencies first. So have an emergency savings account, right? Have that first. Once you have that, you want to pay off some debt. And the reason why I bring it up is because if you have debt or if you don't have an emergency savings account, you're always going to think that you need to take money out your stock portfolio or you're going to have to take money out your brokerage account. So you have to have that mindset first, meaning you have to be able to pay your emergency, and just in case an emergency comes up, you need to be able to pay that. If you have some debt, you got to pay that debt first, so that won't be on your mind all the time, like, oh, I got to pay this bill, I got to pay that bill. So basically, you get those two things out the way, and then whatever you have left, $25 here, $50 here, or $100 here, that's when you want to invest into the stock market. So after you get your mindset right, and after you put away an emergency fund, you pay off some debt, you have some extra money, then you want to go ahead and open up a brokerage account. Brokerage accounts can be opened through Robinhood. You download the app, Schwab, another app, Fidelity, or any other brokerage accounts that you may or may not feel comfortable with. You could download those through your phone, go to the app store and download that. You're going to need your social security number, your brokerage account, a driver's license, I think if you have to take a picture, for some apps you do. And you're gonna need your router number for your bank and your checking number for your bank. And that way you can link your bank to the brokerage account. Once you get those brokerage accounts open up, that's when you're gonna have to decide what do you want for the long term. So if you don't have a pension, you don't have a 401k, you need a retirement account. So you need to open up a Roth IRA. The reason why I say a Roth IRA is because it's non-taxable. So basically, they take it out your check, which is already taxed from your check. It goes into your Roth IRA. So when you retire and you want to take that money out when you're older, like 65 or 72, that's non-taxable, meaning you get all that money that's in your Roth IRA. There's also another IRA, which is called the traditional IRA. That's taxable. However, it's not taxable from your check. They just take it out the check before tax get it, and then it puts into your account, right? But when you take it out in retirement, they tax you. So you want to do a Roth IRA because it's non-taxable. Now, if you have a Roth IRA already, or if you're a 401k, you don't want to do more retirement, and you may need your money in like 10 years, or you want to be able to get your money before you retire. Like if you have a plan to retire early and you just want all that money and you have a lot of money to put in the stock market, then you want to go ahead and open up a brokerage account, just a regular brokerage account in any of those brokerage companies I told you about, Robinhood, Fidelity, Schwab, so forth and so on, right? In those brokerage account or in your Roth IRA account or in your traditional IRA account, you have to buy stocks. Just because you open up the brokerage account doesn't mean anything until you actually put a stock in that account, right? So if you're beginning, if you don't know how to buy stocks, I would suggest to buy an ETF or an index fund. Exchange traded funds are what ETFs are. They're basically a big stock portfolio that has a bunch of stocks in it. You can buy the S&P 500, which is the 500 greatest companies in America, the big companies like Apple, Nike, Home Depot, some of the stocks that you already know and that you're familiar with, but they're all in one portfolio. You can buy ticker symbol VOO, which is a Vanguard. Vanguard has a whole bunch of ETFs. Or you can buy the total stock market, which is like thousands of stocks that are publicly traded. And you can buy every stock in the publicly traded stock market with the VTI. So I just named two ETFs from Vanguard, VOO or VTI. Those are the stocks that you're going to put in your brokerage account, in your Roth IRA, or in your traditional account. But you don't have to buy the whole ETF. The whole ETF is like $600 or $700. You can buy a fractional share of that. You can put money on that stock, meaning you can buy $25 worth, $50 worth. You can do that on a recurring basis until you can get those stocks. But it's not about the stock, how many stocks of VOO you got. It's about how much money you have in VOO. Because VOO goes up. It comes down sometimes, but it goes up, right? And you're buying for the long term. So right now, VOO is probably about $600 or $660, something like that, right? In 20 years from now, that thing is going to be way higher than this today, is what I'm trying to say, right? So you put the VOO or the VTI, there's other ETFs. You can Google those ETFs and pick which one is best for you based on how much money you have. They're all low cost, so you don't have to worry about that. But you need to put those stocks in your portfolio. So first, get that mindset right. Once you get that mindset right, you put away money for emergency funds, you pay off some debt, you got some extra money, you're good to go. Then you open up a brokerage account. Robinhood, Schwab, Fidelity, those are the ones I use. I'm not telling you use those, but Robinhood is a good start. Fidelity is a very good company, and Schwab is very good, right? Once you open up those, you open up a Roth IRA, or an IRA, which I don't recommend. I recommend a Roth or a regular brokerage account if you already have a retirement account and you need to dig your money before you actually get really old, right? So then once you open up those and you set those up, then you want to put ETFs or index funds in your brokerage account like VOO or VTI, SCHD, which is a dividend ETF, which a lot of people recommend, or you can put in any other ETFs that are out there. There's sector type ETFs, meaning you can invest in technology. They have specific ETFs for technology, specific technology ETFs for utilities, ETFs for gas and oil companies, ETF for chips, or ETFs for food, discretionary, stores. There's all types of ETFs out there, but the main ones that most people tell you to invest in, and the ones you're going to find when you Google, is VOO, VTI, or SCHD. Those are very, very good ETFs to start with. Then a couple years from now, you start feeling more comfortable. You're able to put more money in there. You're able to buy more fractional shares. You want to put more money, and you're getting better at it. Then you can start going to the individual stocks. Then you can start buying like your Apples or your Nike or your Metas or whatever stock you have done your research on, and you can put those in your brokerage account as well. But first, get the mindset right. Then open up a brokerage account. Once you do those two things, then you can start buying stocks. But you got to do those two things first. Those are very important, because a lot of people, what happens is you're like, oh, I should open up a brokerage account, and then you never do it. Oh, I don't have enough money. Oh, I got to pay this card. Oh, I got to pay my electric bill. That's why I say do those first. And once you do those first, then you can go ahead and open a brokerage account. But you got to have that mindset right first. Without that, you're not going to be able to do it. So do those two things first. Keep your econ 100. You already know.